Harvey Weinstein, this is your judgment day on earth. His LA trial will commence on October 10th, 2022. A trial of this magnitude gives us a panoramic view of what a social predator does for business on the regular. Win or lose, women, keep in mind what Frederick Natish affirmed. All things are subject to interpretation. Whichever interpretation prevails at a given time is a function of power, not truth. Repeatedly, billionaire Harvey Weinstein, movie mogul, pounced on these women who were his targeted prey, exercising his sexual indiscretions with savagery every single time. Believe it yourself. Ruben Fleischer does not hesitate to describe what a mentally, ardently, rotten, disconnected person from reality behavior is equivalent to. They are like the crooked minds with the venom of a standalone character, which has so much attitude, menace, and ferocity. Destroying everything in their path is what they do well. Under no circumstances should you give the adversary carte blanche to annihilate you. Dr. Andrea Sears' axiom is, never let your mistakes become your kryptonite. We are all imperfect. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. reiterated significantly, the ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by bad people, but the silence over that by good people. This is Dr. Andrea Sears. Let's talk, family and friends, and it's 2022. How do you determine without a doubt to trust individuals you encounter? Many people will agree that psychopaths are social predators. They're looking for feeding grounds wherever they get prestige and money. You'll find them, indicates Robert D. here. Close to 100 plus women were sexually abused and raped by this sexual vulture. Their silence did not give him the right to attack them, therefore making them his litter box. Consider the corroboration predators. They always want to muzzle and extinguish their prey into tranquility so they can strike again with more vengeance and undermine your credence so you can self-destruct in humiliation while they beat their chest and raise the bar to terrorize their next hunt. Rose McGowan and all the women who were sexually abused by Harvey Weinstein, I am truly, truly sorry for all your pain and suffering. Attorney Donna Rotunda, you might be sincere, my dearest, but you're sincerely wrong. I beg to differ with your position to defend this sexually abusive parasite in our already broken society. Just before saying, we might ask ourselves, what can these women do who are now facing the statute of limitation for these crimes that Harvey Weinstein committed against them? Fight you must. Maximus Gladiator postulated it astonishingly. Falling down is how we grow. Staying down is how we die. We cannot back down. Not now, not ever. Because winning is on our mind constantly. The answer is now. It's holding his feet to the fire until there's a permanent victory. As a domestic violence and sexually abused fighter, I recognize in this juncture, being defeated is not an option because the smell of victory is more enticing, and reaching for it is what this seriousness requires. Bavy Power hypothesized the road might be long, the journey might be challenging and full of dangers. Take a rest if you must, but never turn back. Your very next step can be your moment to triumph. Our very next battle can be our greatest victory. Keep walking, gladiators. Keep walking into our championship. Do you think controllers, abusers, and manipulative people question themselves? Absolutely not. And here's why. They don't ask themselves if the problem is them. They always say the problem is someone else, declares Darlene Quimet. Keep in mind that their goal is to dominate the narrative because understandably, so disingenuous predators do not tolerate defiance ever. Why so? Because the poison is in their veins to stonewall their prey into constant paralysis and madness. With good reason, you're dealing with a full-blown bully, manipulator, self-centered, hollow-hearted, Janus-faced, untrustworthy, perfidious traitor. Think again if you expect any goodness. Such examples teach us treasures about the enigma of our vulnerable practices. We might ask ourselves, why me? The manipulator in turn solicits, why not you? Granted, Harvey Weinstein knew no boundaries. However, all these women were not unchaperoned. But unfortunately, sometimes blind ambition can cost us a lifetime of not being able to benchmark our prospect for the future. Until just after, should we as one be spared or perpetuate with being strong? Yes! Yes! Because we view and treat Harvey Weinstein as an adversary that must be defeated. Therefore, we must execute this action in court to gather the truth. To finish this chapter, family and friends, it is conclusively incumbent that we complete our assignment to obstruct this beast now. Sun Tzu said, the opportunity to secure ourselves against defeat lies in our hands, but the opportunity of defeating this enemy is provided by Harvey Weinstein himself. The great Napoleon Bonaparte articulated remarkably, never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake. Never. Harvey Weinstein, you lost, and you lost again this time around. As a domestic violence and sexually abused international worldwide public speaker with 117,000 views to date on YouTube and counting. Today, I'm coming to you live from Blue Room Studios. I'm committed to supporting your cause for justice to all who have endured by lending my voice. On no account should one capitulate to the enemy. Your articulation computes. Have you ever felt empowered for all these women that survived this difficult time? Precisely. We will consider what Ulysses S. Grant gave voice to in this instance. The art of war is simply not enough. Find out where your enemy is. Get ahead of him as soon as you can. Strike strategically and keep on moving forward to save your life. How can we circumvent these traps? Recognize that this system is transient. We're all passengers, family and friends. Nothing is indefinite or imperishable. Nothing. Until we meet again, you are tremendously appreciated, and thanks for your unconditional support as usual. Love you back for all your love, family and friends. This is Dr. Andrea Sears signing off for now. Until our next talk. All our talks will be available on www.365daysasllc.net, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Many thanks as usual.